Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Another phenomenal companion. Today we're going to be highlighting Ammar bin Yasir radiallahu anhuma, subhanallah. Ammar, who was born similar time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. His parents, Yasir, was from Yemen, and his mother, Sumayyah, was an Abyssinian person, subhanallah. They embraced same time as Ammar bin Yasir. We've already heard about Ammar bin Yasir embracing Islam with Suhaib al-Rumi radiallahu anhum. They were under the protection of Abu Hudhayfa ibn Mughira. When he passes away, Abu Jahl takes charge, and Abu Jahl finds out, and he's been notified that they have embraced Islam. Thus the torture starts. They were forced to wear metal coats in the extreme heat. How challenging it must have been, subhanallah. Sumayyah, his mother, radiallahu anha, subhanallah, she was, subhanallah, approximately at the age of 60, in her late 60s, at the time during the Prophet ﷺ gave permission to all the Muslims to migrate to Abyssinia. That's when we find out that Sumayyah was, radiallahu anha, was being tortured by Abu Jahl, and Abu Jahl says and utters words of filth and says that, "Oh Sumayyah, you would love that your husband dies, Yasir dies, so that you could marry the Muhammad, subhanallah, a'udhu billah." And what she does, she spits at his face and she utters that, "May the curse of Allah be upon you, subhanallah." And that's when Abu Jahl steeps to the lowest and he kills Sumayyah radiallahu anha. She was the first martyr in Islam, subhanallah. A female, a sister, subhanallah, a mother, an elderly person. Imagine dying. And what's even worse is Ammar has to witness Abu Jahl in Mecca walking around freely as a leader of Mecca, whilst knowing that the killer of his mother is walking around, subhanallah. Ammar, during that time when he was being tortured, during extreme duress, he utters words of disbelief, and the Prophet ﷺ has to console him, saying that it was during a time of difficulty you have uttered these words, but Iman, your faith is still intact within your heart. It's okay, ya Ammar, subhanallah. Ammar bin Yasir, eventually, subhanallah, we realize he participates in every single battle with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. After the battle of Badr, when Abu Jahl was killed, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam summons Ammar, and he says and notifies and informs him that the person that killed your mother was killed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Can you imagine, subhanallah, how difficult it must have been for Ammar bin Yasir. Ammar bin Yasir radiallahu anhu, subhanallah, we find out that during the battle of Siffin, that's when he was, subhanallah, killed. He was martyred, and he was on the side of Ali radiallahu anhu. And this is proving the prophecy made by Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he foretold that Ammar would be killed by the rebellious group 50 years later. Imagine how phenomenal this individual was and how close he was to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Learn about these companions, fall in love with these companions. Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.